New Haven's a bustling city that chews up dreams and spits out secrets. Neon burns through the rain, painting the streets in electric blues and pinks. In the shadows of towering skyscrapers, a single phone call changed the course of lives, rewriting fates that might have been. This is the story of a prank call and two strangers who stumble into each other's chaos. Arlo Finch, a street magician with a devil's grin, dials a number for kicks. Samir Hyder, drowning in heartbreak, answers, desperate for a lifeline. One phone call, one fleeting moment, and a city that won't let them go. Welcome to this story of the wrong number. Arlo Finch, wiry and restless, weaving through New Haven's evening crowds on his beat-up scooter. His thrift store jacket flaps in the wind and a deck of cards tucked in the pocket. He's a street magician by passion and a delivery driver by necessity, always chasing the next thrill to drown out the hum of a life that feels too small. Tonight, the city's alive, food trucks sizzling, buskers strumming, the air thick with salt from the nearby docks. Arlo's bored, his shift dragging. He pulls over near a flickering neon sign, Lucky's Diner, and decides to shake things up. He pulls out his phone, smirks, and dials a random number. His voice shifts, high and flirty, a perfect imitation of a girl he calls Chloe. "Hey there, stranger," he purrs, expecting a laugh, maybe a flustered hang-up. He's done this a dozen times. Impersonations are his game, a way to stir up chaos and feel alive. But across town, in a dim apartment cluttered with unopened mail and half-packed boxes, Samir Hyder answers. Sam's 27, a software engineer with soulful eyes and a heart cracked wide open. His fiancée, Lila, left him 3 months ago, her engagement ring still sitting on his nightstand like a ghost. Tonight, he's at his lowest, a bottle of whiskey in one hand, dark thoughts crowding his mind. He's been waiting for her call, some sign she's coming back. When the phone rings, his heart leaps. "Lila," he whispers. Instead, it's Chloe. Arlo, caught off guard by Sam's raw desperation, fumbles. No, just someone who thought you sounded nice." After some conversation, Sam's voice cracks as he spills his pain. Lila's betrayal, the emptiness that's swallowing him whole. Arlo's prank falters. He's no hero, but something in Sam's voice hits hard. He drops the act, his real voice softening. "Hey man, listen. You're still here, right? Find one thing, one stupid, small thing to hold on to. A song, a sunrise, anything." Sam clings to the words, his grip on the phone tightening. "Who are you?" he asks. But Arlo's battery dies, the call cutting off. He curses, tossing the phone into his bag, already moving on to his next delivery. He doesn't know he's just thrown a lifeline into the dark. Sam, though, can't let it go. That voice gave him a spark, a reason to get through the night. He replays the call in his mind, the number burned into his memory. He starts tracing it, using his coding skills to narrow it down to New Haven's east side. It's a long shot, but it's all he's got. Meanwhile, Arlo's chasing his own kind of trouble. He's heard whispers of an underground poker game at the Rusty Anchor, a dive bar by the docks. The thrill calls to him, quick cash, high stakes, a chance to flex his sleight of hand. He slips into the smoky den, where Victor the Shark Malone runs the show. Victor's a mountain of a man, his shaved head gleaming under dim lights, a scar slicing his cheek like a warning. His charisma draws a crowd, but his eyes are cold, calculating. Arlo, cocky as ever, joins the game, his fingers dancing with cards, palming aces like it's a magic trick. The table's hot, the bet's climbing. Arlo's winning streak feels invincible, until Rico, Victor's twitchy right-hand man, spots a card slip from Arlo's sleeve. "Cheater!" Rico snarls, flipping the table. Chips scatter, fists fly. Arlo ducks a punch, his grin fading as Victor looms over him. "You owe me, kid," Victor says, his voice like gravel. "And I always collect." The city hums on, indifferent. Arlo's in over his head, and Sam's chasing a ghost. Two lives tangled by chance, about to collide. Arlo's back on his scooter, heart pounding, the memory of Victor's glare burning in his mind. He tells himself it's just another scrape. He's talked his way out of worse, But Rico's already tailing him, a shadow in a black SUV, and New Haven's streets feel tighter, the neon signs less welcoming. Arlo ducks into Brood Awakening, the cafe where his best friend Mina works. She's all sharp wit and rolled eyes, her apron stained with espresso. "You're an idiot, Arlo," she says, sliding him a coffee. "Gambling with sharks?" Across town, Sam's search is narrowing. He's hacked into phone records. Not exactly legal, but desperation doesn't care. The number traces to a tower near the east side, close to Brood Awakening. He heads there, his steps heavy but determined, the ring in his pocket a reminder of what he's lost. Inside the cafe, he overhears Arlo joking with Mina about his girl voice prank. The pieces click. Sam's heart sinks, then flares with anger. He storms over. "You're Chloe?" Arlo freezes, his coffee halfway to his mouth. Surprise?" Sam's not amused. "You don't get it," he says, voice low. "That call, it was everything." Arlo, for once, has no quip. He sees the pain in Sam's eyes, the kind he spent his life dodging. Guilt tugs at him, but he brushes it off. "Look, man, I'm sorry, but I'm not your therapist." Sam won't let it go. He sticks around, trailing Arlo like a shadow. Arlo's annoyed but intrigued. Sam's the opposite of his chaos, a puzzle he can't resist. Their uneasy alliance forms just as Victor's goons close in. In a rain-soaked alley, Rico corners Arlo, his knife glinting. Sam, nearby, acts on instinct. He hacks a nearby security camera, looping its feed to show an empty street, giving Arlo a chance to slip away. The chase spills onto New Haven's docks, the air thick with salt and diesel. Arlo's heart races as he and Sam dodge crates and fishing nets, Rico's men close behind. Arlo's mischief has always been a game, but now it's life or death. Sam, panning beside him, feels alive for the first time in months. "Why are you helping me?" Arlo yells, vaulting a barrel. Sam doesn't answer, just keeps running. Back at Brood Awakening, Mina's worried. She's seen Arlo's scrapes before, but this feels different. She digs into Victor's reputation, whispers of missing gamblers, bodies pulled from the harbor. She warns Arlo, but he's too stubborn to back down. "I've got this," he says, but his voice wavers. Inside, he's starting to see the cost of his games. Sam, too, is wrestling with himself. Helping Arlo feels like betraying the Chloe who saved him, but it's also a purpose, a tether to the world. Victor's patience runs out. He sends a message, a photo of Arlo's scooter, smashed to pieces. "Pay up or you're next," the note reads. Arlo's bravado cracks. He's not just playing anymore. New Haven's shadows grow longer. Arlo's running out of tricks, and Sam's running out of time. The city doesn't care who wins, but someone's got to lose. Victor's warehouse looms at the edge of the docks, a hulking skeleton of rust and steel. Inside, Arlo's bound to a chair, his usual grin gone. Victor leans close, his scar catching the light. "Rig my next game, kid. Make me money or you're fish food." Arlo's mind races, searching for an out, but Rico's watching, itching for a fight. Sam, meanwhile, hasn't given up. He's pieced together Arlo's last known location using traffic cam footage, a skill he never thought he'd need. He sneaks toward the warehouse, heart pounding, the ring in his pocket a quiet anchor. Inside, the game's in full swing. Victor's crew betting stacks of cash. Arlo's forced to deal, his hands shaking as he slips cards where Victor wants them. Sam, hidden in the shadows, hacks the warehouse's power grid, plunging it into chaos. Arlo seizes the moment, using a hidden pocket knife, a magician's prop, to cut his ropes. He pulls a flash powder trick, a burst of light blinding Rico. Sam tackles Victor, taking a punch but holding his ground. "You don't get to win," Sam growls, his voice steady for the first time. Sirens wail in the distance. Mina's tip to the cops, made hours ago. Victor's crew scatters, but he's caught, his empire crumbling. Arlo and Sam stumble out into the dawn, bruised and breathless. Over coffee at Brood Awakening, Arlo finally apologizes. "I didn't know a call could do all this," he says, his usual swagger gone. Sam nods, turning the ring in his fingers. "It wasn't just the call, it was you." They part ways, not friends, but something deeper, strangers who saved each other. Arlo trades his gambling for a street magic show, raising money for a youth center, his mischief finding a purpose. Sam starts therapy, keeping the ring as a reminder he's stronger than he thought. New Haven hums on, its neon heart beating through the night. Arlo's back on his scooter, a new deck of cards in his pocket. He pulls out his phone, hesitates, then dials another number. Somewhere in the city, a phone rings. Who's on the other end? That's another story. In New Haven, every call's a gamble, every stranger a chance. And sometimes the wrong number is the right one. Watching the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more future updates.